ужасало то, что творится в Донецке. Как погибали дети, как люди прятались в подвалах.
Have you been terrified by what is happening in Donetsk? Children died, people were hidden in basements. Now, to free those people from that horror, the war against Ukraine has started. But you must also be aware of what is happening here in Russia. Touching old people, touching with high frequency, acoustic and electromagnetic radiation. It is happening non-stop. As the war against Ukraine has begun, the radiation has increased. The power of generators has increased so much that it's impossible to sleep. They will beat off the kidneys, they will beat off the heart and the liver. After all, they put radiation in exact direction at a distance. Here you see, from one side it's 15 Nabережная Street. It's coming from a house. 15 Набережная Street, Камешковский district, Vladimir region. From the other side, there is a water pump. And it's happening under crossfire. Wounds, physiological disorders are now a huge number. The whole body is crippled. I have said before that it's become impossible to walk. And now everything is covered with bruises, gases and blow vessels, burning of the body and its organs. How do you feel about this hypocrisy?
Каково вам это лицемерие?
Well, fine. They have declared war. But why did Putin give an order to start killing old people? Civilians? There was a civilian population in Donbass, but what is it here? Do they think old people are military or why? Tatiana Nikolaevna Shashuta is the president of the International Court of Mothers. She is 70 years old and I am 80 years old. Not only the two of us have been attacked, but also the members of the Coordination Council of the Court of Mothers and the International Association of Scientists and Intelligentsia, of which I am the president, Vasily Vasilievich Lenski.
Василий Васильевич Ленский. Каково? Чем мы помешали? Мы даже в политику никто не вмешивается. Мы занимаемся мирными, благотворными деяниями, делами.
What is it like? What are we interrupting? We don't even interfere in politics. We are doing peaceful, beneficial deeds. We don't even speak up about politics in any field, in any form. We just help people live. And so, are people like us objectionable to Putin? Why did he give an order to strengthen the church of the elderly? Is this in order to maintain their image in Ukraine? For what purpose? Here you see injuries on the legs, the body, wounds on the legs. This is completely against the law. It is a crime under the laws of the Russian Federation. In the titles you saw there, 22nd article of the Constitution of the Russian Federation. But, in addition, there are the 111th article of the Criminal Code. The 117th article of the Criminal Code. The 6th article of the Law on Weapons, where it is clearly written, it is prohibited to apply high frequency and other electromagnetic radiation to the civilian population. It is forbidden. What does it mean? Is Putin a criminal? According to the laws of the Russian Federation, is this whole gang that executes considered criminals? And there, look, it says up to 8 years of imprisonment for mutilation. Here you can see the mutilation, the photos of it. This is not a theory. This is not some kind of political or other invention. This is not a complaint. This is a statement about a crime being committed with impunity in Russia. You will say that Putin may not be aware of this. Then who is financing it? There is a whole army of them. That bastard is sitting in the house on 15 Nabережная Street. He has paid money for it, for churching old people. On the other side, at 90 degrees, there is a water pump. There are 3 criminals and their leader, the first. They are working in 3 shifts. And there are 5 criminals on the mountain. We reported to the police. We wrote letters to Putin repeatedly. I wrote a letter to the Prosecutor General's office and the Ministry of Internal Affairs. So what? They either cover up criminals, they give them the go-ahead, or they do it themselves. Of course, Putin is not managing it himself, sitting at the radiator, at the generator. What a pity. He would have great joy seeing we were on all fours in the morning. Take a look. We can't sleep just like other people. We have protection. A multi-layer one. In the photo you see some balls of mineral wood. But there are also iron all sorts of nets, rub and put in there. This is not visible in the photo. Will be destroyed if we weaken it even a little bit. Then in the morning we are on all fours. That's how I sleep at night, and that's how my wife Tatiana Nikolaevna sleeps. She is 70 years old. She is the president of the International Court of Mothers. Did mothers interrupt Putin in any way? The women who care about children and mothers' well-being. Let me remind you of Donbass. They found that more than 150 children were killed. And how is it here? What about those who protect children in Russia? Not in Donbass, but in Russia. Here they destroy such people. What is it? How can it be understood? I know that Putin will not watch this video. I am here for everyone. And this film, like the previous video, will be available for the world community in the media in English. Let the world know about the hypocrisy that is concealing their ambitions, because after the war has begun, it's become crystal that the generator's power has increased a lot. It is impossible to work during the day. Here in the photo you can see my workplace protected from all sides. Tatiana Nikolaevna Shashuta's workplace is protected from all sides. At least in some way. No, don't think of this protection as protection at all. This is mitigation. As you can see, I'm sitting right now. But at least I can sit. I'm crippled. It's even painful and difficult for me to speak. And what is it like for Tatiana Nikolaevna? And what is it like to worry about Russian children, about Russian women, about pregnant women who, by the way, are also being attacked? We have such information already of the mother's court. There's enough of it. They mutilate people using the same means. Yes, and they even add viruses, bacteriological agents, and chemicals. What is it? Who said that no toxic substances are used? They are. Though it doesn't mean that you will fall immediately, but you will be exhausted. They will ruin your psychology. They mutilate us as with frequency radiation. They do not kill. They touch, and they used to touch in ancient times in the East, putting people on a stake. They touch me so that I don't die right away. God forbid. Such a pleasure for sadists will be lost. Touch. If only you spent at least one night yourself. Or just a couple of hours under such radiation. You would scream like pigs. You may still think it's not so bad, not fatal.
выходит что-то, а как?
You may think, after all, I'm sitting here and still saying something, and how do I do that? What will happen tomorrow or tonight?
Такой защите
It is scary to say.
невозможно.
It's impossible to sleep with such protection.
Где-нибудь затаять.
How the night, sometimes you just sit hidden in the corner until the ray finds you.
И те мерзавцы усердно, которые исполняют.
And it will definitely find you. After all, the scoundrels who perform it are so diligent. They serve Russia by killing Russian. Do not be deceitful and hypocritical, gentlemen of the government and gentlemen who perform it.
И господин Путин, не надо лицемерить. Все должно быть
Mr. Putin, do not be hypocrites.
вскрыто. Это уже
Everything must be revealed and it will be. This is the second film.
вынуждены
This is first, I warn you. First,
с начала войны.
generators have increased their power since the beginning of the war against Ukraine.
А вы внимательно
Well,
смотрите,
take a good look at these photos.
вы посмотрите на то,
Look at that
колено,
mangled body.
потому что внутрь
You won't see the internal organs, but you can't hide
тело
a crippled body.
не спрячешь. Шило в мешке
One can't hide it all in the back, Vladimir Vladimirovich.
не утаишь.
The whole world will know about it.
Россия
Russia has already been led to destruction.
а что такое?
And what is isolation yourself from the West? I don't do politics. What is isolation yourself? Who will be the first to suffer? Those who are engaged in touch and mutilation?
Вязанием и калеченным, да,
No, it won't affect them. They will fast. There is already fat flowing from their cheeks. This all will fall on the shoulders of the Russian people. And all this scum, they are useless. They live at our expense.
бьет за вас счет.
They live on your money, which is hidden as taxes, all sorts of extortion, underpayments to pensioners, underpayments of labor and other activity.
Плату пенсионерам за недоплату труда и деятельности.
This is happening in order to maim and touch the Russian people,
Киевский народ калечить,
because
связать.
pay special attention. This does not only concern me. It is not only me who is being touched.
Меня истязают.
How many of them are there in Russia? We have a committee for investigations. They are millions of people being touched. And how many of them are on the account of other human rights organizations like Gulagu.net?
Такая, как ГУЛАГу, нет.
Yes. Russia is in trouble now.
Россия в беде.
Trouble has come to Russia.
Пришла беда в Россию.
How can this ugly regime,
Вершится этот
the
уродливый
Putin regime,
режим
be
Путина.
implemented?
Поэтому
I am appealing to
я
those
обращаюсь
who are also being crippled.
к калечить.
I have compassion for those who have already died.
Гибли.
I address to you with the words of Alexander Sergeyevich Pushkin.
Александра Сергеевича Пушкина.
it will arise, the star of captivating happiness. Russia will rouse herself from sleep, and on the ruins of autocracy they will inscribe our names.